Hello, Leo. Welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here. This is Kathy speaking, and this is your mid-month of September 2019 general and love reading. And I'm doing a Celtic cross, as I always do, mid-month. Thank you so much for your patience. It's been literally impossible with Saturn having stopped in the sky to get these up. I was trying for one video a day and a half. It's ridiculous. It's been really, really frustrating. Saturn has turned direct now. It's been about an hour and a half. Today's the 18th. And I'm still trying desperately to get the last videos up. Thank you again. I'm going to say for your patience, Leo. Your support has been amazing. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much. How did you cope with the full moon in Pisces, which happened about 3-4 days ago? How did you go with that? Something has been shown. Something will be shown in the next. We've got another week and a half, roughly, that things can still be shown. It's the veil that's very thin now from our unconscious to the conscious. So this could also be some sort of an illusion that's breaking, something that we've been not seeing clearly that's coming to our attention. Okay, and the good thing is, though, Venus, which rules Libra, has just moved into Libra, so it's still Virgo season for a few more days, another 5 days. Mercury's there with Venus as well. Now, Libra is all about communication. It's about partnership, having those conversations, trying to find harmony within any pains of a past life, of our self-worth, any wounding that we've had from a past life, from our childhood. So, dear Leo, let's see through the Celtic cross what we can see for you, what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, so in the now position, you have the 10 of Wands. At this time, it is a bit of a burden for you, but you are planting the seeds for the future. The door has opened. As you could see, you're finishing up with something that was quite burdensome, something that's going to pay off. It's going to keep paying, right? Keep paying you in the future. And you've been through a lot. Look at that tornado in the background. The challenge is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't rush, Leo. Take your time. Take it slowly. Knight of Pentacles usually is Virgo for me, but it could be any other earth sign that you could be dealing with, dear Leo. They're very slow moving to the point of not moving at all. But they know what they want, so they will get to that point. It takes time, though. Very Saturnian. At the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the reading, is the Four of Cups. This cup is being offered from the divine, from the angel. So this is in the distant past position, and this is also around your foundation, around your stability. It is a 4. In the recent past, the Chariot. Some of you metaphorically have started to move. This is you going for that North Node in Cancer. Some of you are literally moving, but you are in the driver's seat. Some of you are taking control of a situation, driving that chariot where you want to take it. Your crowning card is the Moon. So this is what's on your mind. What is culminating? What has happened with that full moon in Pisces? This is also a card of intuition. It's also a card of fear. So some of you may be fearing a situation, but the moon says trust your intuition, okay? And the moon can also speak of mother, any issues around motherhood, any issues around, the moon for me is Cancer. Cancer is your home and your stability. Some of you are not feeling it, not feeling secure in your foundation. In the near future, 5 of Pentacles, being blinded, not being able to see clearly. Soon you will see. That angel is taking off the blindfold for you. You will see the truth. You're at the 5. You're feeling a sense of lack. Maybe you're not seeing clearly. 5s bring in changes. Okay. Maybe there hasn't been enough giving and receiving, equilibrium in a relationship, romantic or otherwise. We've got the 5 and the 6th pentacle is being held by the Knight. Some of you, and usually in the Rider-Waite, there's 2 people. Here we've got 1 person. This is the Connolly Tarot. Some of you are feeling an imbalance in partnership, an imbalance in your finances. You're waiting for that savior who's taking forever. I feel that this is your support system, whatever that means for you, whether it's a person or a situation. Now, in the position of you is the Star. You haven't lost hope. You are going for your wish. The potential is here. It's in the position of you. This is Aquarius. Could be talking about the future. What's around you, what's surrounding you is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, I don't like him very much in this deck. I don't like his energy much. I feel that this is someone who could be a little bit narcissistic, a little bit egocentric. Let's see what your hopes and fears are. King of Swords. King of Swords is someone who's quite logical, someone outspoken. Could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So there are 2 kings in your reading. Let's take another card, and we've got Materialism and Capricorn. Now, what I say in the Connolly Tarot here, usually these chains, these shackles, are holding a situation in a loop. This is Capricorn. There is a lot of karma going around at this time. Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node of the Moon are in Capricorn. Very, very karmic times. So this can speak of fears. It can speak of being bound by a situation, but I feel that this is a silver lining. Look at the rainbow in the back. There is the silver lining is here. Your hard work, your dedication, your integrity has got that silver lining. So keep doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. I feel as though some of you, I did say egocentric. The King of Wands, I would say more than likely, is a character in your life that could be quite narcissistic, quite the leech, quite a leech which is sucking the life out of you. This is going with my intuition. This is what I feel. At the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. This is wanting to take a risk, wanting to go on that adventure, taking that leap of faith. The general energy is that you're going for what you feel passionate about, wanting to travel maybe, travel the world. This is Sagittarian energy for me. Beneath that is the Seven of Swords. Make love, not war. That's what I feel with this card. There is still conflictual energy in the past, which is in the background. Two of Swords was a decision, maybe not the right decision made in the past. This is an intellectual conflict in your mind. You may have been dealing with someone that wasn't truthful with you, someone that was not communicating on the up and up. So you're still in the Five of Swords, as I could see here, which, this is a mental conflict for you, dear Leo. Now, these people are trying to make harmony. They're harmonizing a situation. So this is saying to me, the message for you is like, don't go into this energy. Try and avoid what this card is showing. Avoid the conflict. Avoid those conversations, those difficult conversations, and go with the love. Go with the harmony. Okay? So what else do we have? We've got the Fool. So you're on a new journey. You've started a new cycle, but you are at a crossroads. Look at all these paths. This Fool has not taken that leap of faith yet. This is the general energy you're wanting to, but I think that it's got a lot to do with timing and Saturn. Let's take more cards, dear Leo. The Lenormand cards, the Gilded Reverie, expanded version of Lenormand for Leo, please, Spirit. What does Leo need to know in mid-September? Leo. We have the two bridges, and this is the expanded version, as I said. Crossing over a bridge, leaving one bridge and crossing over to the other side. So this is a number 38, very karmic. It's an 11, right? Leaving something behind, going for something new. You've got the Well, another expanded, extended card. Now the Well, many times when you look into a well, which is very deep, there are things like you can look into the water and get a reflection or a premonition or get a vision of what the future holds. But this is also something, the well is, there is abundance here. There is an abundance of emotions. And it's a number 41, which equals a 5. There is a sense of conflict here, a sense of maybe some of you have shed a lot of tears. Do you dare look into the well and see the reflection? Do you dare do that, Leo? That's the question here. And we've got the Tower, which is, it's a card of business, a structure, but it's also a card of loneliness. And this is a number 19, which is the number of the sun. 1 and 9 equals a 10. I think that this is the end of solitude, the end of being in a structure, not being able to break those shackles, take off those chains that have been keeping you bound by a situation. Here is the card of stability. This is setting anchor. So some of you are hoping probably to set anchor somewhere else. That's what I see, and I do see the bird in the background, which could mean news, but it can also speak of, it's a huge bird. Sometimes, you know, birds do travel long distances, okay, and this could speak of something at a distance. Also, the star can mean following that bright star. It's a 35. 35 always speaks of your energy. It's an 8. 8 is the strength card. 8 is the House of Scorpio as well. Let's take some Twin Flame Oracle by Mystic Moon. And I seem to keep getting the same cards for the signs. For a few signs, same cards. Repetitive energies. This is obviously the energies. I do a lot of shuffling, but it seems that the same cards want to show themselves, and this is because of the energies that we're working with. So I'm going to say, dear Leo, it's been heaven or hell. Virgo season has been really rough for a lot of people. There's a lot of blessings and the silver lining, yes, but we're still going through storms. 1 minute things are looking up and amazing, and the next it's like really heavy. So, dear Leo, let's look for you mid-month of September. What's happening for you? We have commitment. Wow. That's a bit of a change. This card did come up for another sign. I don't actually remember who it was for. I think it came up for another 2 signs. Let's see what else we've got. The answer is no. There's that dry, barren, lifeless earth. So there's been a drought where commitment is concerned. The earth has not been watered. It hasn't been, just like a plant, we love, nurture it, and we water it. The earth is crying out for water, for moisture, for love, for TLC. This could be your energy. You've been dry and barren, and feeling a sense of loneliness here. And we've got the card of fear. So I do feel that whoever you're dealing with, they're in their fear. They're worried about moving forward, speaking their truth. Let's see what else you've got. And you've got spring. So this is a card of hope. The flowers will bloom. Seasons bring in change. Now, flowers can also be some sort of an invitation, a gift, a gift of goodwill, an apology. Look at what's come up. Third party situation. And we do have 2 kings here. So some of you are in a third party situation. That's why this card has come out. There's always going to be heartbreak in a third party situation, my dear Leo. Now, this is not in romance for all of you. For some people, this could be someone that's sticking their nose into your business, and it's time to close the door on that. Let's take another card. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, what else does Leo need to know? And we've got numbing. This is like too much pain to the point of maybe even having help in numbing your pain. So taking medicine, drinking alcohol. We've got the devil here. Someone is trying to numb the pain, maybe because of fear. They're overwhelmed. Some of you may have an indication that someone could be cheating on you in a committed partnership or relationship. Let's see more cards. And we've got new direction. Okay, new direction after the third party and numbing. Quite a mixture of energies here. Let's see what else. And we've got fall, we've got spring, and we've got fall. So what I'd like to say is that in the southern hemisphere, we do have spring. In the northern hemisphere, we've got fall. So this could be a 6 months gap in between spring and fall. Let's take 3 more cards. We've got communication. Communication. We have release, which is very scorpionic. Release, which is like Pluto. Pluto is trying to release the karma with the south node there. And we've got settling. Settling into sadness. That's what I feel with this. What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got forgiveness. Some of you are releasing someone from your life, someone that you feel has done the dirty, someone who hasn't been on the up and up. There's been sneakiness, and you may be communicating that you are releasing them, and it's not easy for you. You are in this energy right now. Now, this could be a situation that you've been going through for the past 6 months, could be. You're heading in a new direction. I think that the sun is shining in a new direction. You've got a new path. I feel as though, because with this card here, we've got a pumpkin, which reminds me very much of Christmas. So let's look at the word fall as not the season, but something that is changing, similar to the Tower. So around Christmas, and we do have an eclipse on Boxing Day, I think that that's when there's going to be big changes, because Jupiter will have joined in Capricorn. It will join in and be close to Saturn, the South Node, and Pluto. So that's going to be like, it reminds me of a big symphonic orchestra where all the instruments sing together, they harmonize together. It's like a drum roll where we're waiting to watch a play, a movie at the theater, and the curtains open, right? And that's where the show begins. I feel that a lot is going to happen around Christmas for Leo. There will be a new direction. Someone is falling from grace. And I think that it's very karmic. This is what they've agreed upon, and that's what's going to happen. So the card of fear, that's the fear of rejection, the fear of not having love, the fear of a third party situation. And this doesn't have to be romantic, as I said. You could be dealing with any other family member. Let me take a couple more cards. I feel the need to. And we've got the divine feminine, which has shown up a lot. And I do see the rays of sunlight coming from above. These are energies. These are messages. These are intuition. This is intuition that you are absorbing. The feminine, the divine feminine, is very receptive to the energies. And I feel that the messages are coming from spirit. The divine feminine is very loving and very nurturing. I do feel that this is the universe. This is spirit telling you that don't stay in this dark energy, but there is like a growth spurt that you're going through, and know that you are not alone, that you've got the support from the divine here. And we've got also mask, so you will know the truth. The messages are coming through. The mask says that things have been hidden, okay? Things have been hidden and truth is coming to light. And we've got action after this. So after the truth is revealed, action will be taken. The truth can come through messages as well. We've got another bird again. Relocation, travel again. What I'd like to take is a message from Spirit for Leo. Let's see. What does Leo need to know, dear Spirit? I think a lot of you are hoping for the truth. With the King of Swords, and I've just dropped a card, and that's going to be your card, obviously. Wow, fell all the way under the table. And we have new beginnings. Wow, Leo, there is hope. There always is hope. There we go. I will read it for you. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. Leo, new direction. That's why all this is happening here. Now, all these cosmic messages are the nudges. You need to be sensitive, maybe take some time out and meditate, because I think that you've been in a situation where you've just settled for less. And Leo deserves to have spring in their life, not fall. Don't let fear keep you in a relationship that is not worthy of you. Take on the energies of Uranus in Taurus. Let's look at the romance angels, dear Leo. Please, Archangel Michael, Archangel Jophiel. Leo. Oh, that didn't work. Leo. 15th of September, mid-September until end of September 2019. What does Leo need to know? They're heading in a new direction, into a new relationship. something that is more called for. Soulmate, dear Leo. That's why. This is the best card in the deck, apart from the one that says calling in your soulmate. They're my two favorite cards. This is beautiful, and it says, yes, this is your soulmate. So I do feel that the King of Swords is your soulmate. I do feel that the King of Wands is the one that is a little bit narcissistic, one that has been very self-centered. So let's take another card, a little bit more information, Leo, because not all of you will be with a new soulmate. A lot of you are trying to get out of a third-party situation. You've been with a narcissist, one that's held you captive in an emotional way, through your kind heart, through your loving heart. They've used that and they've taken advantage of it. We've got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And this could be retreat, could mean that some of you are dealing with someone that is not, that you have not told the world about. Therefore, you are retreating. You are away from the world, you know, not being out in the open. Let's take one more card. Oh, wow. Leo, take a deep breath. Here is Archangel Michael calling in your soulmate. This is my favorite card. Soulmate card is number 2 for me. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This is why you're going through this situation. This is why, because the universe is wanting to show you that it's time to go onto the other bridge, change your course, go in a new direction. Calling in your soulmate. Saturn has moved direct now. Saturn is physical, long-term, anything. Whatever you've been working on in your life, Saturn wants to bring it to you. But this has been like a retrograde of about 4 or 5 months, I think since April, where the work has been done. We will see things materialize, crystallize with Saturn turning direct. But Saturn also requires patience. Now, what I'd like to see is more cards. Let's take another deck, take more cards, more clarity. What are those seeds that you've been sowing? Is it through vocation, through work? You've been putting in the hard work, maybe too much work, and no play. And Leo needs to play. Leo is the child that wants to go out and have fun. So let's see in the now position. On top of the 10 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So there is an offer of love coming through. For some of you, this could even be an apology, but I feel that this is mainly love. Some of you may have a child, Piscean child. This is Pisces energy that is bringing you something that's going to make you very happy. Okay, so you've been their support system. As I said, you may be waiting on your support system, which is taking time, and then all of a sudden, here it is. There's the offer that you've been waiting for. Maybe there was an indication in the distant past, but with the 4 of Cups, many times the offer either hasn't been accepted, it's been missed, it's been a missed opportunity for some reason, because of karma, because of timing, because life is a chess, it's a game of chess. Everyone has to be in the perfect position for the game to continue. You know, the king, the queen, they all have to be in the correct position. So we can't go from A to Z, from Alpha to Omega. We have to go through the steps. Let's take another card on the 4 of Cups. And we've got the Star card again, Aquarius. Aquarius, and this is the star that you are following. Dear Leo, for those of you that are rising Leo, obviously the star is your 7th house of partnership, other people, relationships. Let's look at the Chariot. Where are you heading to? Five of Wands. Some of you are conflicted about moving on, literally moving. I think that emotionally, a lot of you have already moved, but I feel that physically, some of you are still trying to tie those loose ends, and this could be because of others. Remember what I said, everyone has to be in place in their positions. Let's look at the moon. We've got the Seven of Wands. So sticking to your guns, following your intuition, even though the odds, the chips are down, you're still going for what you intuitively believe to be your new path. And this could even be through business. There is a lot of creativity here, a lot of sensitivity. Some of you are also, I wanted to say, maybe trying to help out a situation, a family situation, because we've got the Ten of Wands, we've got the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands. You know, I see the Wands as people, as others. And I do feel that, again, 5 and 7, they are conflict. Both of these cards, the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands, they're all about being at a conflict. But you've got the higher ground here. You've been successful recently. Why not continue with your successes, whatever they are? I think that Leo is making their mark, proving themselves, obviously. Let's look at your near future. I shouldn't say your, because I'm Leo moon as well. So let's look at the near future. On top of that Five of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Wands. There we go again. Okay, so still more successes to come. Okay, now some of you did not know, were blind to the fact that you were left out in the cold because of a strong ego. This King of Wands, it was always about them, always self-centered. And you've got the Star card twice, 2 wish cards here. And I do believe that Virgo may be dealing with an Aquarian sun, moon, or rising. Could be Aquarius, because Aquarius and Capricorn are both ruled by Saturn. Let's look at the position of you. And you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So your Knight is still coming in, still, you know, trotting in very slowly, sometimes stopping. We've got the Knight of Pentacles twice. Now, some of you may be on the cusp with Virgo. Why? Because the Knight of Pentacles I see as Virgo energy. So you are slowly and steadily moving towards a wish come true. Some of you are planning a move to a distant place, somewhere which is far away, just like the Star is, and you're slowly moving into healing. You're hoping to be able to get to your desired outcome, to your goal. Let's look at this King of Wands, and we've got the Empress. Now, the Empress is Venus. Venus is the ruling planet of Libra as well as Taurus. Now, what I see with Venus now being in Libra, those difficult conversations will be had. But also what I feel that because Uranus is in Taurus, and Taurus has been mentioned here, I think that some people, and Uranus rules Aquarius, so those of you that are dealing with Aquarius, I feel that Aquarius or this King of Wands, whatever the sign is, they do see you as the Empress, as the Mother of Earth. And I feel that the potential is here, that whatever seeds have been planted, they're manifesting, they're multiplying, they're growing. So in a matter of 6 months, I do believe that the Empress, and the Empress is higher up than the King, I do feel that she is the one that is in charge here, because she is sitting on her throne. She is above this King of Wands. Let's take another card. It's funny that we've got, what I notice here is she's got the new moon cusp at her feet. So could be the new moon in Libra, which is at the beginning of Libra season. And I think that that's on the 28th of September, if I'm not mistaken. So not long to go. The Empress is all about expansion and growth. Now, some of you may be pregnant, and that will be a bit of a problem. For those of you that are not happy with this King of Wands, then this could be a bit of a problem. For those of you that are happy with this King of Wands, and the third person could be the King of Swords, then this could be a very happy time for you. But I do feel that mainly the Empress is very loving, nurturing, motherly. The King of Wands is someone who is just very fiery, and is very sexually attracted, because the Empress is very magnetic. So let's take another card. And we've got the Death card, which is Scorpio. Exactly what I thought. The transformation is here. And Scorpio is also the house of intimacy, the house of shared resources, your partner's money. I think that the Empress is the one that is abundant. The Empress is the one that has the harvest, and the King is there because the Empress is she's like the harvest. And I think that the King of Wands is probably using this Empress, and the Empress is following her intuition. There are secrets in this union. The High Priestess is like a number 11. She's a 2, but she looks like an 11. She sits between those two pillars, and she's very sensitive to the energies. So it's Virgo Piscean energy, and there's the moon again at her feet, the new moon. Now, we could be talking about the new moon in Pisces. So with the Empress and her pregnancy, she has to be patient, right, to manifest. Could it be in the time of the new moon in Pisces? So we're talking roughly beginning of March, end of February, when you will have the manifestation of the Empress. Some of you could be having a Piscean child if this is a pregnancy. Let's look at the King of Swords, in your hopes and fears. And we've got the Ten of Wands. So getting to the end of the burden, you've got the Ten of Wands twice. Very interesting. Getting to your goal. It's been a burden. Maybe some of you may be dealing with someone who's not showing their emotions. They're all about doing the math. Let's take another card. And we've got the Ace of Swords, which is truth. It's a successful new beginning. For others of you, this could be the sword that you're severing ties with this King of Wands. Now, the King of Swords could also be a legal representative, of course. It could be a judge making a ruling in your favor. The truth coming to light. Let's look at that materialism devil card, devil energy. Could the King of Swords and the King of Wands be the same person? For some of you, yes. Could it be, dear Leo, that you are, and I had a peek at the Justice card. I did have a peek. It sort of opened up a little bit, but I shuffled quickly and I did not take it. Let's take another card. And we've got the Hangman, which is again Pisces, sacrifice. Both of these cards are very, very similar. Too much sacrifice. Both these people they're hanging in I want to say they're suspended. They're suspended and they're just waiting. They're waiting on, I don't know, the tower. They're waiting on a judgment. They're waiting on the right time. Yes, it's all about time. Yes, it's all about time. And we've got Pisces here again. Let's take another card. And we've got the Queen of Swords now. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And I think that that is a severing of the ties. I do feel, dear Leo, this is your energy. You're speaking your truth. The King and Queen of Swords have shown together. They've been through a lot. Now, could the King of Swords be someone who's come from another relationship and they've had their own issues? Could be. Let's see which card just fell out. We've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is sort of like trying to juggle. What do I do? Do I wait? Do I act? Do I speak? Do I move? Do I cut this umbilical cord? Cut it at the root. Do I cut this energy out of my life? What's the decision that this Queen of Swords is going to make? And we've got the Seven of Swords. Wow. Information is coming up. Things that have been hidden are coming to the surface. So therefore, I believe that this Queen is going to take, and this is the second time that you've had the Seven of Swords. You also have it here. There's been a lot of sneakiness, and I think that the Queen of Swords, which is your energy, is seeing the truth now and turning her back. Three of Wands. Turning her back on a situation, looking at the vision of the future. Let's look at this Page of Wands, because you want to go on an adventure. You're ready to take that adventure. And dear Leo, I think that you've been through a fair bit. Wow. There's the Tower in your life. Suddenly the revelation comes through, that those messages, the communication comes through, those messages of love, support, and change are coming through. Some of you are flying through the air. Remember all those birds that I pointed out? Some of you are seriously moving, taking action. That's enough. Being suspended, waiting for the right time. The right time is now, not later. It is now. Let's take 3 Sibyllers. Wow, what an outcome what that was. How many cards do we have there? With that sword, you will cut those shackles off. Whatever has been burdening you, dear Leo, it's like cutting the cancer away from your life, cutting that leech that's been sucking your life force. Let's take on the outcome. We have sacerdote, which is faith, religion, commitment, marriage. There is a transformation here. This is also the man that stands alone. We have Giovina Fanciulla, which is a 12, again, the Virgin, pure energy, very Virgo energy here. This is newness. This is the Virgin. And this is also, there is newness here, but it's all about time. Again, the Hangman energy. And what is the Hangman? It's Pisces. Pisces is unconditional love. Being patient because of unconditional love. But Pisces can also be the illusion. And that's what's breaking the illusion for you. Too much hanging around, too much sacrifice, too much being suspended in time is, here comes the Tower. Leo, you've been over patient. As I said, new direction. Here we've got a Malato, 4 of Swords, hoping to heal those wounds. Some of you may be going through a little bit of depression. And here we've got the Pensiero, which is putting a lot of thought into a situation. This is very Virgo. It's like the Hermit. So 6 of Pentacles, again, reciprocity. You had the 6 of Pentacles, I think, somewhere, or no, it was another sign. pensiero is thinking carefully before they take action. This is like looking for information. This is like thinking about a relationship that would be more give and take and equal. Here we've got the card of Eight of Cups, hoping. Eight of Cups is moving on. It is moving on. It's also maturing. I'd like to look at the now position, which is the Ten of Wands and those seeds that you're planting. The Knight of Pentacles, which is your support system, and the Page of Cups. What's coming in for Leo? We've got the Three of Swords. That's why the whirlwind is in that card with the Ten of Wands. Three of Swords, noticing or focusing, I should say, on the past pain, whatever that was. Here is the Donna Maritata, the loving, nurturing, motherly figure. And this is the Empress. So again, something to do with children, something to do with motherhood. The 12 again is the Hanging Man. It's the sacrifice. And here is the Ace of Pentacles, the stanza, and what is going on, what has been going on behind closed doors. Something is coming to light. The Pentacle, the Ace of Pentacles, is something very promising. For some of you, it could be a child, of course. I hope that if this is a pregnancy where, you know, the love hasn't been reciprocated, then I'm sorry to hear that. But the Ace of Pentacles doesn't necessarily have to be a new child. It can be a new home. It can be a new commitment, a new relationship, or even the promise of that in the future. Let's take the external, the King of Wands. What's he all about? We have Militare, Ten of Swords, yeah. The Devil. Militare is Capricornian energy. This is someone who holds secrets. He's on a mission. He's on a trajectory to get to the top of the mountain, get to a point of success. Capricorn, Saturnian energy. Morte, Five of Swords, the battle, the duel, the conflict, the transformation, the death. Right on top of the Scorpio card. And here we've got Alegria, Nine of Wands, that wall going up. But finally, this is merriment and happiness, because we've got a 10 of Swords and a 5 of Swords. They equal 15, which is the Devil. The Devil is dying. The hardships are dying. It's time to let your hair down and go and have that fun, dear Leo, finally. Because there is new potential for you. What I'd like to do is now, and I just noticed the 3, which is the ship moving over water or flying over mountains. This is like a relocation, taking that trip. Number 3, again, the Empress. Your ships are coming in, Leo. I'd like to take the outcome position here, which is the Devil. Oh, hold on, I took that already. Sorry, you guys. What I'd like to take now is I'm going to take 3 Sibilas on this position here, which we've got the third party, the numbing, the new direction, the mask, the divine feminine, those nudges coming in, the communication. We've got, communication. We've got the commitment card, the card of spring, the card of fear, the fear of the unknown. Here we've got the discovery, 7 of Cups. The illusion is broken and the discovery is made here. We've got Domestico, number 11, someone who is not on the up and up. The butler is supposedly your helper, but this person is working on their own behalf. And this is probably what's discovered and this is going to make you extremely happy. This is what you have been desiring, to uncover the truth. Seven of Wands, sticking to your guns, persevering will give you your desired outcome. What I'd like to do now is take some messages from the Twin Flame message cards by Mystic Moon. So we've got the King of Wands, we have the King of Swords, which is somewhere here, and we have the Queen of Swords. So we've got three characters here, and the fourth one is the Knight of Pentacles, which is also here. So I'd like to take, now these messages will not resonate with everyone. You know who is who in your reading. Let's take one, first of all, on the Queen of Swords, which I believe is your energy. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. Let's see what the King of Swords wants to say. Would you reject me? Let's take another card on the King of Swords. Something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. The King of Wands. We have, I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. So he can't seem to find the right words. Maybe he's trying to cover his tracks and therefore can't seem to find the right words. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Well, karma can be a bitch, can't it? So I'd like to see the Knight of Pentacles as well. What role does this Knight of Pentacles play in Leo's life? You feel like home to me. So this is someone that feels as though you are home to them. So you are like family. You are from their tribe. You are their other half. And I totally agree with that. The Knight of Pentacles is your saving grace, is your support system, dear Leo. And this could be someone, I suppose, that could be a little bit more immature, maybe age-wise, a little bit younger. But this is someone that you can totally depend on. Now what I'd like to do is answer your question with the angel answers. Now, Leo, would you like to ask the Divine a question? And let's see what the Divine wants you to know. What is your question, dear Leo? Mid-September till end of September. Please, Archangel Michael, what does Leo need to know? I know that Leo is calling in their soulmate. Calling in doesn't mean that your soulmate is here. Now, Saturn has turned direct. So be patient with Saturn. Saturn will give you something that is for the long haul, for the future. Let's take your card and see. And we've got, if you believe, and you are the third sign in a row which got this card. The last sign I did was Cancer, and the sign before that was Gemini. So I don't know if you've got those signs in your chart, or you are dealing with those people. You may want to go and watch those readings. If you believe, what you need right now is faith. You can have what you desire, but you must believe that it can be so. Stay positive and visualize the outcome you're hoping for. Set aside all negativity or pessimism in favor of a sunny outlook. The law of attraction brings us to what we expect to receive. If our perception is that we deserve great things, then we will attract happiness. If we fall, and there's that fall card, if we fall into doubt and don't believe in our own self-worth, then our experiences will match that energy. Believe in yourself and your cherished dreams, because it's time to receive those, dear Leo. What did I want to say? I wanted to say something. What I feel, new beginnings, yeah, Leo, new beginnings. And it seems as though Leo has had sort of a cycle of a lot of luck. Some people have already received their soulmate. They're on their path, on the right path. Others of you are on your way to it. But calling in, as I said, some of you need to still keep calling in for that soulmate. This is like the positivity. And what the book was just talking about is what you think you deserve, you will receive. So if you've been in the victim mentality, that's why everything looks so dark. You need to change your perspective, just like the Hangman does. Feel as though you're in this energy already, and that's what you attract. But I still can't remember what I was going to say. So I will leave it at that, dear Leo. Thank you again so much for your support, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, and your patience. I'd love to hear your stories. Always very happy to read those. Thank you again so much, dear Leo. My love to you, from my heart to yours. All the best. Let us know. For anyone who wants a reading, it will be my pleasure. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.